Today we're continuing to read The Pilgrim's Progress, Part 2, Chapter 1, Courteous Companions. Some time since, to tell you my dream that I had of Christian the Pilgrim, and of his dangerous journey towards the celestial country, was pleasant to me and profitable to you. I told you then, also, what I saw concerning his wife and children, and how unwilling they were to go with him on pilgrimage, insomuch that he was forced to go on his progress without them, for he durst not run the danger of that destruction which he feared would come by staying with them in the city of destruction. Wherefore, as I then showed you, he left them and departed. Now it hath so happened, through the abundance of business, that I have been much hindered and kept back from my wonted travels into those parts whence he went, and so could not till now obtain an opportunity to make further inquiry after those whom he left behind, that I might give you an account of them. But having had some concerns that way of late, I went down again thitherward. Now, having taken up my lodgings in a wood about a mile off the place, as I slept, I dreamed again. And as I was in my dream, behold, an aged gentleman came by where I lay. And because he was to go some part of the way that I was traveling, methought I got up and went with him. So as we walked, and as travelers usually do, I was as if we fell into discourse, and our talk happened to be about Christian and his travels. For thus I began with the old man. Sir, said I, what town is that there below, that lieth on the left hand of our way? Then said Mr. Sagacity, for that was his name, it is the city of destruction, a populous place, but possessed with a very ill-conditioned and idle sort of people. I thought that was that city. Quoth I went once myself through that town, and therefore know that this report you give of it is true. Too true. I wish I could speak truth in speaking better of them that dwell therein. Well, sir, quoth I, then I perceive you to be a well-meaning man, and so one that takes pleasure to hear and tell of that which is good. Pray, did you never hear what happened to a man some time ago of this town, whose name was Christian, that went on pilgrimage up towards the higher regions? Hear of him, aye, and I also heard of the difficulties, troubles, wars, captivities, cries, groans, frights, and fears that he met with and had in his journey. Besides, I must tell you, all our country rings of him. There are but few houses that have heard of him and his doings, but have sought after and got the record of his pilgrimage. Yeah, I think I may say that his hazardous journey has got many well-wishers to his ways. For though, when he was here, he was a fool in every man's mouth, yet now he is gone, he is highly commended of all. For 'tis said, he lives bravely where he is. Yea, many of them that are resolved never to run his risks, yet have their mouths water at his gains. They may, quoth I, well think, if they think anything that is true, that he liveth well where he is, for he now lives at and in the fountain of life, and has what he has without labor and sorrow, for there is no grief mixed therewith. But pray, what talk have the people about him? Talk! The people talk strangely about him. Some say that he now walks in white, that he has a chain of gold about his neck, that he has a crown of gold beset with pearls upon his head. Others say that the shining ones that sometimes showed themselves unto him in his journey are become his companions, and that he is as familiar with them in the place where he is, as here one neighbor is with another. Besides, it is confidently spoken concerning him, that the king of the place where he is has bestowed upon him already a very rich and pleasant dwelling at court, and that he every day eateth and drinketh and walketh with him, and receiveth of the smiles and favors of him that is judge of all there. Moreover, it is expected of some that his prince, the lord of that country, will shortly come into these parts, and will know the reason, if they can give any, why his neighbors set so little by him, and had him so much in derision, when they perceived that he would be a pilgrim. For they say, now he is so in the affections of his prince, and that his sovereign is so much concerned with the wrongs that were cast upon Christian when he became pilgrim, that he will look upon all as if done unto himself, and no marvel, for it was for the love that he had to his prince that he ventured as he did. I dare say, quoth I am glad on it. I am glad for the poor man's sake, for that he now has rest from his labor, and for that he reapeth the benefit of his tears with joy, and for that he has got beyond gunshot of his enemies, and is not, and is out of the reach of them that hate him. I also am glad for that a rumor of these things is noised abroad in this country. Who can tell but that it may work some good effect on some that are left behind? But pray, sir, while it is fresh in my mind, do you hear anything of his wife and children? Poor hearts, I wonder in my mind what they do. Who? Christiana and her sons. They are like to do as well as did Christian himself. For, though they all played the fool at first, and would by no means be persuaded by either the tears or entreaties of Christian, yet second thoughts have wrought wonderfully with them. So they have packed up, and are also gone after him. Better and better, quoth I, but what, wife and children and all? It is true, I can give you an account of the matter, for I was upon the spot at the instant, and was thoroughly acquainted with the whole affair. Then, said I, a man, it seems, may report it. For a truth, you need not fear to declare it. I mean, that they are all gone on pilgrimage, both the good woman and her 4 boys. And since we are, as I perceive, going some considerable way together, I will give you an account of the whole matter. And that's the end of the reading for today. Have a good day.